lively coming out. They be wondering what we talking about.
Salute, salute, salute. So, the young Shakur Stevenson, Carpe Diem, seized the day, seized the moment, made that statement crystal clear. You know what I'm saying? Left no doubts, hushed any spectators. I was listening to a lot of stuff leading up to the fight. You know, a lot of people said it was going to be a boring fight, uneventful fight, a chess match, intellectual, but not a fan-friendly fight. Yada, 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 yada. Say, this is what I say. I thought it was going to be a 50-50 fight, a chess match with the opportunity to turn into a dog fight. I didn't think Jamel Herring was going to let go of that belt. You know, I thought it was going to turn out a little differently. I definitely was leaning. I was 50-50. I was 50-50. But I was leaning towards Shakur in my own way. You know what I'm saying? Recognizing that he had all the intangibles, the skills. You know what I'm saying? It's just depending on whether he was going to put it all together that night. He showed up. He showed out. Now everybody's singing a different tune. Now everybody talking about Shakur Stevenson. Now they were singing this before, and it kind of went away. You know what I'm saying? They was talking about Shakur Stevenson and mentioning him with the Gervonta Tank Davises, the Teofimo Lopez, the Devin the Dream Haney, and the Ryan Garcia. He was being whispered with those names, but not quietly certified. Now he's stamped. He's official. He's certified. You know what I'm saying? The real deal, Evander Holyfield, with the performance that he put on with Jamel Herring, who was a great champion. Even though Jamel Herring had his ups and downs, he was on a winning streak. You know what I'm saying? He had a good performance against Carl Frampton, the Jackal, even though they say Carl Frampton was past his prime. We look at all the way these spider webs connect. You know, Carl Frampton had a two go around with Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz gets sparked out cold by Gervonta Tank Davis. How does Shakur Stevenson stack up against Gervonta Tank Davis? How does Devin the Dream Haney look against Shakur? Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez. You know what? One thing I'm thinking about is that was Shakur Stevenson's one of his golden opportunities, one of his step-up fights. Give me a second. Parched. That was his step-up fight. You know what I'm saying? And he performed and surpassed expectations. You know, when I think about Devin Haney's step-up fight against Jorge Linares, he had some good moments. He was putting on a clinic, but he did get hurt in the later rounds. You know what I'm saying? In his fight against Yuriorkis Gamboa, he was promising to knock out Gamboa faster than Gervonta Tank Davis, which shouldn't have been too hard. But he had some issues, complications with his hands. He comes back to fight Jorge Linares. He says, my hands 100%, but I'm no longer going to be predicting knockouts. I learned my lesson. But he did try to fight a lot more of a fan-friendly fight, sit in the pocket and exchange firepower until he could put his man out. And later in the rounds, he paid a little bit of a consequence for that. Got a little Bambi leg, a little stumbled legs, walking on stilts. And a lot of people remember just that one thing. They don't remember Devin Haney outboxing this guy the whole fight. They remember Jorge Linares catching him with a couple of shots and then going like that. Go to your corner, young man. You know what I'm saying? That's what they remember. Ryan Garcia, his step-up fight was Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell dropped Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia got up like a man, you know what I'm saying, wiped off his whiskers, came in there, boom, body shot, cut Luke Campbell in half, put his man down. Great performance. But we remember him getting knocked down viciously. And we remember him getting back up. You know what I'm saying? Gervonta Tank Davis, his step-up fight, you can say kind of Jose Pedraza, you know what I'm saying, was a step-up fight. I don't really consider Jose Pedraza a step-up fight. Yuriorkis Gamboa wasn't a step-up fight. Leo Santa Cruz was a step-up fight. He was getting outboxed a little bit, but then we all know that uppercut, wow! You know what I'm saying? Punch from the gods, that uppercut that just laid out Leo Santa Cruz will forever be remembered by Gervonta Tank Davis. That's why they say he's got this drawing power while he's right now the creme de la creme. Teofimo Lopez step-up fight was against who? Richard Commey, and then he had a step-up fight against Vasily Lomachenko. We all know how that turned out. He kind of outboxed Lomachenko for 7.5, 8 rounds, and then finished him off in the 12th round with a dominating performance where most people scored that fight 8-4. Excuse me, I'm out of frame. A lot of people scored that fight 8-4 rounds. You know what I'm saying? 9-3. Either way, all these young guys had great step-up performances. You know what I'm saying? They had some setbacks and they had some, comebacks. Gervonta Tank Davis, I think he's leading the pack in a certain way as far as being the most entertaining. Teofimo Lopez is definitely ahead of the pack by fighting the tougher competition and holding all the belts. Shakur Stevenson had the most impressive step-up fight with a real champion who had a lot to lose. You know what I'm saying? To me, the weakest link is Ryan Garcia, who was coming off of a great performance against Luke Campbell, then started having anxiety issues, and now he has a hand injury. And then you have Devin the Dream Haney. He had a great performance in the step-up fight, but he's starting to get labeled that boring fighter that's just going to try to outbox you. Shakur Stevenson was headed in that same direction until this performance against, Jamal Herring. So that's kind of how I look at it, the way it plays out. I still got Teofimo Lopez leading the pack as far as having the best resume, the best, the belts, and he just right now he's in that limbo of trying to land a good deal and find out a way to bring a lot of money to the table. He made a bad business choice with the Triller situation, prolonged this Kambosos fight, let it over marinate. Same thing, now I'm hearing Shakur Stevenson being mentioned with Gervonta Tank Davis. Same catch-22. Let the fight marinate. Most likely we're not going to see the fight happen because we got like Gervonta Tank Davis fighting somebody like a Rolando, Romero. So I want to see Shakur Stevenson blaze his own trail, choose who he wants to fight, who he thinks is his legacy opponents, not just chase after, all the fame and the glitz and the glamour, but the real nitty gritty, legacy. I think Oscar Valdez would be a perfect choice for that. Later down the road, I could see him fighting Gervonta Tank Davis, Devin Haney, and Ryan Garcia. But I think Oscar Valdez, who had a great performance against Berchelt, came back and just had a controversial performance. I forget the guy that he fought, but a lot of people said he got robbed out of that fight. I'll look it up later and maybe post it up. But I think Oscar Valdez is the right choice for Shakur Stevenson to blaze his own trail and not try to piggyback off of Gervonta Tank Davis, not try to piggyback off of Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? The way you separate yourself from the pack is to blaze your own trail. You dig what I'm saying? And right now, I think he definitely has the potential to rise to the top of the crop, the cream of the crop, if he plays his cards right, could keep putting on great performances, and let the people doubt you. Let people doubt you and then prove them wrong. There's pros and cons to everything, and there's pros and cons to being Gervonta Tank Davis. You dig what I'm saying? He got the hype of being the biggest draw, but now he's kind of in 22 where he can't really fight somebody that's going to make him look average. You dig what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson might make him look average. Devin Haney might make him look average. If I was Gervonta Tank Davis after this fight with Rolando Romero, I would be trying to get Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Still a high-profile name with great performances, and it's not really a cherry pick. Because some people still think that, Ryan Garcia could land that hook and knock out Gervonta Tank Davis, and we'll never know. I think all these guys have the potential to cause all these guys problems. I think any one of these guys can beat each other any given day. That's why they need to be fighting repeatedly. They need to fight 2 and 3 times, create these trilogies. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson, if he's going to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, why should it just be a one and done? Unless it's just where this guy gets blowed out. They should have, multiple fights. So I don't believe in letting this shit marinate. You know what I'm saying? Let them fight. Cook it up first. Let it cook, then let it marinate, and then we can have leftovers. You dig what I'm saying? That's all I want to say. I don't want to stretch this video out too long. Salute to Shakur Stevenson. I'm proud of you. I like to see him staying humble, staying gritty. I want to see him right back in training with the little green jogging pants on, with a dirty wife beater, putting in work. Don't go out and start getting the veneers and, you know what I'm saying, getting 1,000 chains around your neck. And stay humble, stay grimy, stay hungry. That's how you stay a champion. You know what I'm saying? You can always flip it around and do a little celebrity shit later. Right now, stay a boxer, stay a warrior, stay a gladiator. You dig what I'm saying? And you'll beat those guys. You know what I'm saying? Those guys, they lose heart because they chase the fame. They chase that money. Teofimo Lopez is in the situation that he's in right now because he thought he could beat Lomachenko and then all of a sudden become a superstar. Fuck the superstar. Fuck the high celebrity status. Be a warrior and a gladiator. You know what I'm saying? While you're young, and when you get old, you could be a superstar. Salute, salute, salute.
Sleepy going in, lively coming out. They be wondering what we talking about.